Now, a few of the letters that are on site, Bernie, are quite personal, and I myself sort of wonder about how appropriate it is to have some of these letters online. For example, there's a letter that Stan wrote to his wife Ruth. That's in 1937. And this was happening as their marriage was really breaking up. How do you feel about making such private and personal letters public?
Well, Mike, I'm very careful about making sure that the letters that I post, even if they are personal, don't include content that I think would be embarrassing to Stan or to the letter recipient. In fact, I do have a few letters that I have not posted specifically for that reason. I don't believe that any of the letters betray the generous, warm, loving, wonderful, funny, kind, sweet human being that he was. He had a lot of pain in his life, and there were times when he was depressed about his health especially. But I think that we all go through those things. And that's why when we read letters from such a great man as Stan Laurel, I think that what they do is they inspire us. They make us realize that through all of his pain and his sadness at times, he still managed to bring happiness and joy to millions. It's what makes a biography interesting. It's what makes something like the Letters from Stan project interesting. And I think it makes a life interesting. There's some dark clouds in everybody's life. But I think that overcoming those dark clouds and retaining all of the human qualities that make you an exceptional man are the things that make me feel that reading these letters adds to rather than subtracts to Stan Laurel's greatness.
And Bernie, we'd like to know, what is the overall reaction that you have received from people regarding your website?
Well, I'm happy to say that the reaction has been extraordinarily positive.
And Bernie, would you take some time now to give us a tour of your website?
Okay, let's take a look at the website. The URL is lettersfromstan.com, and when you arrive on the home page, you're greeted with this great photograph of Stan sitting at his trusty typewriter. Above that is a menu where you could select different categories that allow you to navigate through the website. If you scroll down, you'll see we are Website of the Year as voted by the visitors of the Laurel and Hardy Forum. There is a counter at the bottom where you can see that we have already had 26,000 visitors at lettersfromstan.com. Scrolling back up, you can click on this link to watch a poignant tribute to Stan that I guarantee will make you smile. And if it doesn't, you're in the wrong place. Let's take a look at some of the items on the navigation bar. The first one is just the word Stan. If you click on it, you'll be taken to a section that houses the special features of the website. The first part is a short biography on Stan and his life with some wonderful photographs. And then above that are some special features of the website. These are all unique to lettersfromstan.com, things you won't find anywhere else on the internet. What's on Stan's Desk Part 1 features Stan's fountain pen desk set, his portable radio, and the special gift ashtray from Ralph Edwards when Laurel and Hardy appeared on This Is Your Life. Back up to the top, click on Letters, and there you will get a description of the actual functioning of the website. Let's take a look at some letters. In this letter, dated January 2nd, 1958, is to Ernie Murphy. If you were looking for some background information on Ernie Murphy, you can click on this little icon next to the date. Clicking on it brings up a little bio on the person it's being written to. In this case, it was Ernie Murphy, who was Stan Laurel's longtime personal secretary and confidant in Hal Roach Studios. Let me click this off and scroll down just to show you a little bit more of the letters. Every now and then you might find a photograph that was included in the letter. He refers to the photograph in this letter by saying, "Thank you for your nice letter and pictures. It was a pleasant surprise. I didn't expect to get them so soon. I thought they were all very good, especially the one of the group holding the Laurel and Hardy photos. I got a big kick out of that. You did a wonderful job posing them that way, Gary. They look very cute." Let's go back to the navigation bar. This time we'll click on 1961. This page features a great sidebar article on Marcel Marceau. Back up to the top, let's try the search engine. I'm going to enter in alfalfa. I'll hit search, and we're presented with a letter here from 1959 where Stan references alfalfa. Let's take a look and see what it says. In a letter dated January 29th, 1959, Stan writes to Jimmy Wiseman, and in it he says, "That was a terrible thing about Alfalfa Switzer, wasn't it? All over a few dollars debt he had to lose his life. I knew him very well as a kid in our gang films. Used to see him every day on the Roach lot for several years. It's hard to believe that this could happen to him. What a tragedy." It's an amazing letter. If you notice, each of the letters has an identification of the stationery Stan used for that particular letter. In this case it says Stan Laurel letterhead. If I click on it, you get to actually see the letterhead that Stan used for this particular letter. Every now and then there is also a video clip that you can watch. This one in particular is Chuck McCann and Tom Poston. Let's go back to the main page. You can see that we have 722 documents in the archive as of today. And if you click on the updates, it'll take you to a page where we list all of the new letters, the recipients, and the date that they were added.
Okay, and Bernie, we'd like to know what type of material are you looking for right now, and how can people get that to you?
Well, that's an easy one, Mike. If you have a letter from Stan Laurel that is not in the archive, go to the Letters from Stan website at lettersfromstan.com and click on the email link. All I would need from you would be either a digital copy, a scan sent via email, or a hard copy, an actual Xerox sent to me via snail mail. I will be able to add that letter to the archive, and you would have my thanks and the thanks of all of the rest of Stan's fans all around the world.
Well, we appreciate all your comments and all your input, Bernie. It has been great having you here as a guest at the Laurel and Hardy Forum Podcast. And this is your host, Mike David, and I thank all of you for joining us here at the Forum. And on behalf of the entire Forum staff, I wish you all the best.